We are the Gujarat Technological University. Since its inception over a decade ago, GTU has been empowering young and curating minds to realize their true potential. Over 4 lakh inspired students are enrolled with one of the premier academic universities in India. With more than 450 affiliated colleges in its fold operating across 5 zones of the state, GTU, the International Innovative University, your place to move forward.
Now see, for this lecture, we have discussed the concept of physics, which can be related with group 2, soft branch. We have discussed here for first chapter topic, chapter number 1 topic. In this lecture, we have discussed the classical free electron theory, classical free electron theory, and different types of free electron theory. We have discussed the different types of free electron theory in this lecture. So we have concentrate here for chapter number 1 to PDF. This is my entire material for chapter number 1, electronic material, topic wise material that I have distributed in this particular material. See this, in this lecture, we have concentrated on the first topic, classical free electron theory. Classical free electron theory. So first, see this is the entire concept that can be mentioned in the index. Now see what is the meaning of free electron. Free electron means what? Any electron that is not attached to ion. Any electron that is not attached to an ion, atom or molecule, it is free to move under any influence of applied field. Means what? Any electron. Consider this is the copper material. Consider this is the copper material. In copper material, consider it is the nucleus, and around nucleus that can be flow in the of electron. Consider this is the first orbit. Consider this is the next and outermost orbit. See this. So here, electron that is not attached to an ion, atom or molecule that is free to move under the influence of applied field. Atomic number of sodium. Consider this is the sodium atomic number, which is considered as a 11. So here, what is the outermost electron? It is known as free electron theory. It is known as free electron. So it is considered as a free electron. Any atom consists of electron number or proton number. It is also known as atomic number. Now see what is the meaning of free electron theory. That are the 3 different types of free electron theory: classical free electron theory, quantum free electron theory, and band theory. So what is the meaning of classical free electron theory? First of all, it is the macroscopic theory. Macroscopic means what? It can be not seen with the help of eye. It cannot be seen with the help of eye. It is proposed by Lawrence, and Root was the scientist that can be proposed this model if it explains the free electron can be present in the lattice. It can be explained the free electron that can be present in the lattice. Now, see this, it obeys the law of classical mechanics. It follows the law of classical free electron theory. Quantum free electron theory, it can be visible with the help of eye. Microscopic theory, if microscope can be used, so based on that microscope we can easily able to see electron. माइक्रोस्कोप की मदद से हम इलेक्ट्रॉन को देख सकते हैं, इसलिए हम इसने बोला है क्वांटम फ्री इलेक्ट्रॉन थियरी. इन क्वांटम फ्री इलेक्ट्रॉन थियरी में इलेक्ट्रॉन कांस्टेंट पोटेंशियल में फ्लो होगा. आई विल एक्सप्लेन whenever I have completed this. Band theory that can be introduced by 1928, which was the scientist which is known as Bloch. Bloch. Band theory, it is useful to explain the theory related to superconductivity. Now see, what is the center point of this lecture? Explain the classical free electron theory. It is the theory that can be developed by Lorentz and Rode scientists. See this, Lorentz and Rode scientists that can be introduced this theory in 1900 year. 1900 year, which was the year at that time, uh, Lawrence and Root was the scientist that can be easily identify this theory. Now, according to this theory, according to this theory, consider this is the any type of atom. Then around this atom, electron can be moved in the random direction. See this, electron direction. Red dotted line, it is the electron electron rotation. So, what is the assumption in classical free electron theory? According to according to this theory, metal consists of electron. Metal consists of electron which are free to move in the crystal. Means what? If here it is electron, here it is electron that can be easily moved inside the crystal, like molecule of gas in the container. इन एनी पर्टिकुलर कंटेनर जो वायु रहता है उसमें जो एयर रहती है उसके मुताबिक इलेक्ट्रॉन गति करेंगे, ऐसा क्लासिकल फ्री इलेक्ट्रॉन थियरी में आइडेंटिफाई किया है. ये सच है कि गलत है, ये हमने अभी आइडेंटिफाई नहीं करना है. ओनली वी हैव टू एज्यूम दैट म्यूचुअल रिपल्सन बिटवीन इलेक्ट्रॉन इज इग्नोर्ड, हेंस पोटेंशियल एनर्जी इज आल्सो इक्वल टू जीरो. म्यूचुअल रिपल्सन मींस व्हाट? यहाँ पे एक इलेक्ट्रॉन है, यहाँ पे दूसरा इलेक्ट्रॉन है, तो दोनों इलेक्ट्रॉन के बीच रिपल्सन होगा. वो रिपल्सन के मुताबिक पोटेंशियल एनर्जी जीरो रहेगी. इट इज द assumption. Mutual repulsion between electron is ignored. That's why total energy of electron is zero, and total energy of electron which is equal to kinetic energy. So it is the assumption related to classical free electron theory. Now see, what is the assumption or what is the postulates, or we can say set of rule. All atoms are composed of atom, each atom having the central nucleus. See, this is the central nucleus, and around the nucleus, electron can be rotated like that. See this is the random motion of electron. Dotted part, it is the random motion of electron. The electrons are free to move in all possible directions, including the metal. And if see, this is the most important. If we cannot apply the reference field, or we can say electric field, see this. If this atom can be connected with battery, if we cannot connect with battery, if we can connect the short circuit, then electron can be moved in the random direction, making the collision from time to time. See this, with positive ion. If this electron can be connected with each other, then this electron can be collide with this positive atom. Collide means what? Means what? वो एक दूसरे को अपनी तरफ खींचने की ट्राई करेंगे. Try to locate in absence of electric field or voltage or electron move in the random direction, making collision from time to time with positive ion which are fixed in lattice or other side of electron. all collision contain no loss of energy. See, this is the assumption. यहाँ पे इलेक्ट्रॉन की ये पॉजिटिव आयन के साथ जो अट्रैक्शन हो रही है उसमें कोई एनर्जी लूज नहीं होती है, वो ये क्लासिकल फ्री इलेक्ट्रॉन थियरी बताता है. इट इज प्योरली बेस्ड ऑन assumption. It is not 100% right. So it is the possibility. When external field is applied, now see, here we can apply the external field. See this, here if we can apply the external field, then free electron are slowly drifting towards the positive terminal. अब क्या होगा, इफ इलेक्ट्रॉन वो जो है जो बैटरी के नेगेटिव टर्मिनल से निकल रहे हैं वो पॉजिटिव टर्मिनल पे अट्रैक्ट होते हैं बैटरी के. When external field is applied, the free electron are slowly drifting towards the positive terminal. Since electrons are assumed to be perfect gas, followed by the classical free electron theory. So classical free electron theory in the metal follow the Maxwell-Boltzmann constant. It is the one type of constant, and kinetic theory of gas. See this. Large number of microscopic particles are travel in random motion. This random motion arise with the concept of container. So it is the postulates or set of rule of classical free electron theory. क्या बता रहा है? Simply say in the English language, ये सेंटर टर्मिनल है, उसको बोलते हैं न्यूक्लियस. यहाँ पे इलेक्ट्रॉन रैंडम डायरेक्शन में मूवमेंट करता है, कोई स्पेसिफिक डायरेक्शन नहीं है, ऐसा क्लासिकल फ्री इलेक्ट्रॉन थियरी बता रही है. जो उसकी लिमिटेशन है, ऐसा पॉसिबल नहीं होता है, इलेक्ट्रॉन फिक्स ऑर्बिट पे ही रोटेट करता है. So merit of classical free electron theory, it is used to verify Ohm law. Electrical and thermal conductivity of metal can be explained. It is used to derive the Weisband-Ferenc law. It is used to determine the optical property of metal. So it is known as classical free electron theory advantage. It is the drawback. Macroscopic theory, thermal conductivity upon electrical conductivity equal to Boltzmann constant. See, this is the formula. Based on that, sums will be asked in the examination. Weidmann-Ferenc law, ratio of thermal conductivity to the electrical conductivity, which is known as Weidmann-Ferenc law. So it is the complete theory related to classical free electron theory. Now, resistivity. Resistivity means what? There are the three type of resistive material. There are three type of resistive material: low resistive, second, medium resistive, and high resistive. Low resistive means what? Resistivity is low. So see this. Resistivity means what? Reciprocal of conductivity. Metal has high conductivity, so sigma equal to 1 upon rho. So metal has high conductivity, so low resistivity, while insulator will high insulator has high conductivity, high resistivity, so low conductivity. So it is inversely proportional to each other. Conductivity means what? Ability to conduct the electricity. Ability to conduct the electricity. Resistive is the low resistive means what? Low resistive material means what? Conductivity is high, so it can be considered as a conductor. Low resistive, high resistive means what? It is considered as an insulator. It is considered as a conductor. It is considered as a semiconductor. Current density J equal to I divided by A. Electric field F equal to KQ1 Q2 divided by R square. So F by Q2 equal to electric field. So it is the fundamental role related to classical free electron theory. In next lecture, we have concentrate on the quantum free electron theory. Thank you.